Hey guys, what's up? It's Sydney, your Sunny Health and Fitness trainer, and today I wanted to show you guys how to use your full motion rower at home. In this video, I'm going to be going over technique, and we're also going to be doing a few practice drills to make sure that you really know how to use this rower at home. All right, so let's hop on our machine and get strapped into those foot plates. We want to make sure that we're nice and secure when we're working out. Strap it on down. Now, if you're familiar with regular rowing, then you'll know that rowing is an awesome low impact exercise that's a great full body workout. When you're rowing, you are using approximately 86% of the muscles in your body. So this is a workout that's involving your legs, your core, and your upper body, as long as you're doing it with the proper technique, which is exactly what we're going to be going over today. So make sure you're all strapped in. Now with the full motion rower, the arms are going to look a little different. But as far as actual technique, it's going to be very similar to traditional rowing. So if you're familiar with traditional rowing, then you are going to be extra good at working out on this machine. If you're not, that's totally okay. I'm going to be going over everything, and I recommend that you start practicing with a neutral row, which is the first row that I'm going to be showing you. It's going to be the most similar to a traditional row, and once you have this down, you can open up to a wide row as well as the full motion row with this machine. There's so much that can be done. So we're going to start with the basic neutral row. So grab onto your handlebars. I'm just slightly below the top here. I've got a little bit of space. Grip wherever you feel most comfortable. And we're just going to start with a regular neutral row. So starting in the catch position, we're going to drive back with our legs, followed by our core, and then finally pull through with those arms. To recover, it will be arms, then core, finally followed by our legs. So that's a very similar to regular rowing, exactly like regular rowing actually. You're going to be moving with the legs, core, finally the arms follow through, arms, core, legs. So that's the order that you're going to be wanting to go in. A few key pointers when you're going through this: you should have a nice and light grip on those handlebars. We don't want to be wasting our energy with a death grip on those handlebars. And we're going to be focused on driving with power through those legs. Those legs are what initiate your row, and they're so important because that power is going to translate through your legs to your core and finally to your follow through with those arms. So big, powerful legs. And a note on your core, you want to be keeping that core nice and tight. So notice when I shift my core from forward to back, I'm not bending at my spine, I'm not slouched when I'm up here. I have a nice upright posture, proud chest, and we're just pulling through. That core stays nice and tight to protect my spine, and nice and straight back. Good posture, so important. So we're pushing back, our core is tight, it comes back, and finally we finish through with pulling those arms. Now, if we're doing a neutral grip row, our arms are going to be pulling straight back and in. So we're going to be focused on shoulder extension, which is pulling those shoulders back. This is going to be focusing more on your mid back or your lats. Now, when we change this to a wide grip row, you're going to be pulling your arms out. This is going to be focusing on shoulder abduction, focusing on flaring those elbows outward and squeezing those shoulder blades in the back. So getting that maximum scapular retraction. And we're focusing a little bit more on the upper back here, as well as that space in between your shoulder blades or the rhomboids. So a wide row is going to look more like this, pulling those handlebars outward. The rest of your body is doing exactly the same as the regular row. So once again, legs, your core is tight as it pulls through, and then finally finishing with that wide row. Now, finally, put it all together into that full motion row. We're going to row back with that neutral row. We're going to finish by swinging those handlebars out, our core comes through, and finally our legs. So that full motion row is a little bit more complicated. It's going to require some coordination as well as a little bit more stability and control, which is why I recommend starting with the neutral row, getting your rowing form down, getting that order down, the legs, core, arms, arms, core, legs, and then finally when you feel ready, move on to that full motion row, adding that element into your workouts. All right, so let's get started with a little practice drills. I think you guys are really gonna get the hang of it after we do these drills. We're gonna start with some drills just doing the neutral row. Okay, so we're gonna start with legs only for 30 seconds. So we're pushing with power through those foot plates and through those legs. Arms are staying straight and core is locked right into place. Ready? Let's go. Nice and powerful. Push through those heels. All of that energy transferring through those foot plates and into your legs. Now be careful here to not lock out those knees. We're stopping with a slight bend in the knees, and you can already feel that power, that energy as you pull through is going to be transferred to the upper body. Keep breathing. Almost there. Okay, let's switch and add some core. So pushing back with those legs, and we're shifting back slightly with that core. Adding that element in. We've got 30 seconds. Getting the hang of it now. Don't forget that power through the legs. Nice proud chest. Tight core. All right, finally, let's add that row onto the end. So pushing with power, and those arms are just following through. Remember, those arms are the first thing to return on your recovery. Doing great. A few more seconds. Awesome. All right, we're gonna switch to a wide grip row now. We're going to do the legs and core drills only, again, because that's such an important part of your row. So let's start with that. Nothing new with our arms. They're staying right in the same place. Ready? 30 seconds of legs only. Let's go. Now, as you're pushing back with power, it's important to think about your head here. What's your head doing? It shouldn't be bobbing around. It's just an extension of that spine, which we have locked into place thanks to our core. So let's keep that head nice and steady, looking straight ahead. Good job. A few more seconds. Stick with me, and we'll add in that core element. Ready? Let's switch. Slight lean with that core. Good job, you guys are doing great. Can already feel that core shaking. Ready. Let's add that that wide row. Okay. So slow down the pace a little bit here, just to get used to that movement. Flaring those elbows out and retracting those shoulder blades in the back. Good. Don't forget, handlebars come back first before you bend those legs. Good job. Stay with me. And rest. All right, you guys, so we are gonna finish off with a 3-minute full row. This is just time for you to practice that full motion. Now, if you don't feel ready to move on to that, feel free to stick with that neutral row or the wide row and get some more practice there. Now, if you're feeling confident, ready to add on some resistance, feel free. This machine has up to 8 levels of resistance. But if you just want to stay and practice with me, get some nice light practice in, and just really practice our movements here, I'm going to stay at a resistance of 1, so you are welcome to stay there with me. All right, ready? Let's get started. We've got 3 minutes. Let's do it. So if you're following along with this full motion row, we're pulling back with that neutral row, swinging those arms wide on the return. Good. Stick with me. Start slow. It's okay to take time and get used to this new motion that you're completing. Take your time and you'll get there. As you get used to these movements, you can add on more time, more speed. Good job. Keep moving. You've got this. We're a little over a minute in. If you're ready to ramp it up, start pushing with a little bit more power through those legs. We're not necessarily increasing our speed here, just focused on that transfer of power. Can you push with more power through that drive? Awesome job. We have about 1 minute left, so stick with me. Maybe if you've been doing some neutral rowing or that wide row, maybe try out some full motion rowing for this last minute. See how you do. Remember your core. How's that posture? Core nice and tight. Nice and smooth. Good job, guys. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1. All right, let's rest. Great practice today, you guys. If you're feeling up for more, be sure to check out some of our rowing workouts. They will definitely challenge you on this machine. All right, so like you guys can see, this machine right here, it's such an awesome one for increasing your cardiovascular fitness and strength, as well as burning calories at home. And it is an awesome low impact workout. So I hope you guys had fun practicing your form on this rower with me today, and you learned a lot about how to use a full motion rower like this. All right, we'll see you guys next time.